Yo, what's going on everybody? My name is Marion at TM and welcome back to another video. In today's video, as the title suggests, we're gonna be talking about what it takes to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. And I decided to do so with my one and only channel partner, Pro Guides. And I've said this multiple times before, but it is a reason they are my one and only channel partner. It is the best website to learn Fortnite effectively, and I would go as far as saying it is the best way to learn Fortnite effectively. So I would highly recommend you guys to check it out down in the description below. Also help me out a ton. Thank you so much, and let's get into it. So what do you guys think it takes? Let me know down in the comment section below, and yeah, let's get into what I personally think it takes to qualify for the New York Finals. So qualifying for the New York Finals is very difficult, and a lot of people were saying that players like Tfue, Vivid, and other well-known names were not going to qualify because they were just good because they got invitations to the previous tournaments and stuff like that. But well, that was not the case. And what do all of the players that has already qualified have in common? You have to ask yourself to be able to reflect upon what it takes to actually qualify. And what they all have in common is that they play a lot. And the truth about Fortnite competitive practice is that it is really hard to practice professionally because a lot of players don't take the game too seriously, and well, I do understand so, but finding the correct practice for you, also maybe having a schedule for when you want to practice, is super important. And Fortnite is like any other sport. If you do it more than anyone else, you will succeed. It is that easy because you get the chance to learn by failing. And with that said, we can move on a little further in the video, and that is, you gotta be able to see what you did wrong and what you can do better. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you won't die to a game bug 1678 times in a row. In some scenarios, the player might just be better than you, or you might have bad loot, or it might be a game bug. But you gotta face it, sometimes you just get outplayed, and that's how it is. You gotta prevent it by looking at what you did wrong and try not to do that again the next time. For a lot of players, this is incredibly difficult, and I do understand so, because you of course want to have confidence when you're playing Fortnite, because that's one of the most important things in the game. But being able to see what you did wrong and what you can do better is super important. And at this point, I already know that there's gonna be some little kid saying that, well, just get your friends into the qualifiers and let them kill you like certain players last qualifier. And yeah, you know, that's a good joke and all, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Now I'm gonna go a little further on with duos, what I think is the most important things in duos. So in duos, the most important thing is without a doubt communication. Communication is so important in duos. Being two people instead of one just makes everything so much easier. Being able to pressure a guy from two sides is gonna make it so that the opponent stands no chance. It is near impossible to kill a duo if they are good and you are alone. When it comes to becoming the best of the best in anything really, it's all about effective learning. And by that, I mean that you actually get something in return for all of the hours you're putting in. So for instance, let's say a guy is an expert on effective learning. He sits for 2 hours and still gets better than the player that plays 10 hours. And why is that? Well, it's because he's super good at effective learning. He knows how to spend his time and how to get something in return for all of the hours he's putting in. Whether that's by having a strict schedule on when you're playing, drinking water instead of soda, eating good food instead of just junk food, I don't know, you gotta find stuff that works for you. Personally, I learn a lot by viewing players play. So if I want to become better, I always watch strategies of some of the top performers, and I try to invent that into my own game style and see if that works. And so far, it's been working pretty good. Alright boys, those are my thoughts on how you can qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Finals. To quickly summarize this video, you gotta play a lot, but also keep effective learning in mind. You also gotta be able to see what you did bad and what you can do better, and when it comes to duos, as said, the most important aspect of it is communication. I didn't really mention this in the video, but sleep is super important. It will make you more focused and it definitely make you a better person overall. And with that said everybody, I think we can end this video off on a good note. My name is Marion TM everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Take care.